the meeting. Welcome to Rotary Benahawies International. We are waiting for an adapter. Oliver's on it. And then we are excited to hear our speaker for today.
Yes.
Dr. Sam Mark and his family, maybe, to talk about their trip to Uganda. But before that, I want to introduce the guest to introduce himself. So if we could start from here.
Yeah, my name is Per. I'm Danish. I moved down here 2 years ago after I sold my transport and shipping company in Denmark, in Copenhagen. I have a son which is 38 years old, 2 grandkids. I have a daughter who is 28 and have a little son of 4 months. And what else? I'm retired, I'm enjoying my life and going to Uganda on Saturday to visit the organization also. And otherwise, I'm just enjoying my life down here. So, short presentation.
That's nice.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Welcome. That's your second meeting, so
Yeah.
thank you for returning.
Thank you.
We have another guest.
Yes, my name is Maria, and I'm from Denmark, Copenhagen, and I have my own company. It is headhunting, and my customers is such as mass broker and the real estate industry, and I have a daughter. She is 27, and I'm looking forward to move here someday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
My name is Kira. I know Kim from Network, I think. Maybe 12 years maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I own a plant-based food service company that I've owned for about 4 years, and that includes a food truck, which I basically takes up my whole summer. Having a food truck that's pretty busy in the summer, and the winter I will go somewhere and spend my vacation and just take time off, and a catering business as well. And yeah, I've been vegan for 25 years, and that's pretty much it. That's my lifestyle, and that's what I do. So yeah, thank you for having me. First time.
Not very easy to cook for
I know.
when you are meat lover.
No, it's all vegetables.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have Damon. Can you present yourself?
Hello, my name is Damien Mark, and I have made Dental Titan. And what Dental Titan means, it's a mascot that resembles bravery, courage, and strength. So all the kids in Uganda, they can help themselves. We can encourage them, because do not be scared of dentists. And also in my school, I have been promoted for because of this charity we went to Uganda, I think like 2 months ago. The principal, he said about me in the last day of school.
Wow.
Very nice.
I'm so proud to be friends with Damon because he's such a great leader.
Wow.
And he took so much initiative in Uganda, but you can talk about that in a minute. But everyone is talking about it. So,
That's lovely.
Yeah.
and you are a proud student of Aloha College, right? Because I know that the principal is on his way in one of the next days to Uganda also.
That's lovely.
Yes, you will present yourself at your
My name is Samira, and I'm Dani's mommy and Sam's wife. And we are from Sweden originally, but we've been here for the past 17 years. I'm running a beauty and aesthetic clinic here. And we are having this charity organization called Dental Titan together in this family. So yeah, and we were in Uganda end of the, end of May, and it was a very nice experience. So we had an amazing time there, helping these children there and be able to see the world there.
It's really nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Sam, you will introduce yourself when you...
I do it later, yeah.
Yes. Rest is members. We are a very young club. We are from 17th of May last year. So we are the youngest club in the district, I think. And in the district of Andalusia, there is 104 Rotary clubs. So it's quite massive in our district. We are the biggest international club. There's about 10 international clubs in the districts, and we aim, of course, much higher. We want to be the biggest club in Spain, and we will do this within the next couple of years. That's the vision. Why we want to be the biggest is not because it's a kind of race. It's because as bigger the club are, as more synergy, as more networking, as more projects, and as more influence we get as a club. And this is what Rotary is about. It's about a business. It's founded 1904 from Paul Harris as a business club, but it is now the second biggest charity organization in the entire world, after Red Cross. Rotary has defeated polio as the biggest mission for the last couple of decades. Example, Bill Gates Foundation has supported more than $500 million to Rotary just to defeat polio. And then our second mission is education, to give everyone a possibility to be educated. So with these principles and philosophies, we have founded this club, but we have also rethinked Rotary, because there's an old image that we need to get refurbished, if we can say so in my pure English. But we want people to see Rotary more as a family thing, more as a couple thing, more as with more diversity between females and males, because in the old days Rotary was only men, and inner circle was only women's, and thank God a couple of decades ago they started mixed it. So we're also very proud because we have Clara as the first ever African president in the history of Rotary in Spain. So so I'm stepping in some big shoes as the new president of the club. So we are famous for our parties, and we are planning our next party. It will be the 3rd of August. It was supposed to be 26, but the logistic-wise we can better handle 3rd of August. It will be a roasted pig party. It's famous from Sweden and Denmark, I think mostly. This was how the Scandinavians start coming to Spain, was to get to these pig parties. So we will do it, and we will definitely need Damon if he's around, because we're going to do an Olympic theme, where there will be games for children and adults to win gold medals. So
Because it's World Olympic.
if Damon's around, we would like to borrow him to organize the teams.
Damien will be around.
So
I'll make sure he's here.
it will be 3rd of August.
August.
Yes.
Do we have time?
Yeah.
Since we
There
have
will be swimming competitions and a lot of other whatever we figure out. We just decided a few minutes ago. So.
So it's in Uganda?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we can make it Olympic
Yeah.
race.
Yeah.
It will be 20 euro for guests, 10 euros for children, and free for members.
25.
25, sorry.
For guests,
Yeah,
yeah.
25, yeah. because we are providing food this time, food and drinks. So is included. For those who don't eat pork, like my wife and Shanice and others, there will be big palas. So nobody will leave hungry. Kids, usually chicken nuggets.
Kim, where is this?
In my garden.
You must have a very large garden.
He
Kim.
does. he has the biggest garden.
I have been invited a few times, but I couldn't get there. I'll be sure I'm there this time, Kim.
We have 4,000 square meter garden.
You do have the big garden.
That's a big garden.
We have had some good parties there.
Yeah.
So officially it's from 3 to 8.
Yeah.
Everyone who knows our party knows that unofficially
It starts at 8.
it starts at 8. So, and we have to invite a lot of guests because this is the best place we can show
Yeah.
how we have rethinked Rotary.
Exactly.
Because it is not with boring speakers, and we are with a good DJ and some good mood. So good.
It's well organized, I suppose, no? DJ and...
It is actually not well organized, but we act like, you know, fake it until you make it.
Yeah, that's
We
the
managed
point. You know, gathering together is going to be fun.
It is. We have lots of fun. We have Halloween parties. We have Christmas parties. We have every time we can justify a party, we have it. So we are thinking about the next one in September. Maybe it will be like a Caribbean pirate party at the Duquesa Marina. So yes. I've joined some of the Change of Colors. I know Shanice was with me last year, and you have been with Spanish or International? I don't know.
Migros and Cosmopolitan.
Yes, internationals. Yes, and nobody beats our Change of Color. I can say that. We were 190 at the gala here. So the Change of Color in Rotary is because in Rotary we rotate. So it is only 1 year you are president, and so we are rotating. That's why it's a wheel.
Yeah.
But my experience is the same as previous, is that it is usually incredibly boring.
So I have a few questions, Kim. Can I ask?
Yes.
So, can anybody start a Rotary, Kim? Or
Okay.
can anybody start a Rotary like? Or how does it work? Because do we have other Rotaries in Marbella?
Yes,
I don't.
Yes, we have Marbella Club, Marbella Club in Golden, Marbella and Punta Romano.
They have their own Rotaries.
Punta Romano has 2 clubs, Marbella 1 club,
Okay.
Marbella East,
Yeah.
Guadalmina Bayer, Rotary, yeah.
And they do all of them. They do. They do voluntary charity? What? Yeah.
Yes,
So that's what they do. They raise money for different aspects and.
exactly.
Okay.
And then it's mainly business owners or retired or
Depending on the theme of the club.
or leaders or
Okay.
Okay. It's for everyone, but it's
Every
not
club is
everyone
different.
who likes Rotary.
You have a legal job, and if you're not being present.
Okay.
So in our club, when you have joined 2 meetings, it can be social, one general meeting like now, you can apply for membership. We are very fast in recruiting, where other clubs you have to be there several months before they will think about if they like you. As the guests we are inviting, we like, of course, our guests. But when you're a member of Rotary, it's quite important to know that you're not only a member of one club, you are a member of 6,000 clubs around the world, 200 countries. It means wherever in the world you travel, you can join Rotary Club meetings, like Shenespen in Tokyo, or in Tunis, or Algeria, and you will be welcomed as one of their own, and they will always help you. When we talk about kids and youth, Rotary has the biggest youth student exchange program in the world. So, example is Damien wants to 1 year in high school in US. Then we can exchange students through the Rotary program. Example. When they are 15, 16 or something.
Yeah.
Also Rotary is the co-founder of United Nations. Not many knows that. And we are, together with Red Cross, the only who has a permanent seat in the highest. Oh, sorry, this could be my. Yeah, Oliver? Der står en lille projekter på terrassen. Nej. En lille hvid projekter.
Vi rejser hjem i morgen til 26.
Et år er det.
Vi kommer til at sove.
I udfordrer.
Det er, ja. Det er det. Men det er fordi,
nu skal du til at vente på en ø.
så vi skulle ud på tid, så det bliver bare morgen til. Så vi kommer faktisk ikke.
Hvorfor kommer du ikke bare lige overvendt?
Det kan jo ikke være mange ting.
Jeg tænker 3,5 timer.
Det må være det fly.
Okay, men jeg har ikke det. Det er ikke bare fordi den ikke kommer med det samme.
Jeg tænker, det kommer til, vi går 3 timer.
Nej, den er klar. Det sidder der i flere huller i.
Vi var først i sengen.
Det er der kun en tid i det.
Det flytøj også. Der var også noget som 3.
Så blev der også skrevet om, hvem der ville have kompetition.
Hvad siger du?
Altså, jeg tror, jeg har set
Nej, det må ikke. Det er også en grundstødsbevægelse.
Og det er det
Der var
Der er blevet brugt flere gange, end hernede, hvad der er galt.
Altså, det er virkelig, jeg tror, der er mindre.
Jo, altså, virker det?
Der sker noget.
Hvad er det juli, så
Du var forsinket til 21 før. Så skifter de til 20 før, og vi skulle være flyet.
Jeg skulle flyve til.
Hvad er det? Der er så mange. Det kan ikke få det komme lige.
Og de skifter jo på. De skifter gate.
Det er hurtigt lige.
Ja, det er hurtigt lige, der skal til, men du skal enten en mini hurtigt med, eller også en
fordi han har væk, eller?
Ja.
Ja, sådan en adapter har jeg derhjemme. Men
det er langt. Nu er jeg Oliver, han skulle
Altså,
være
vi
til.
har de her dage, så...
I just had to guide Oliver where the adapter was. Because then it's coming, so we can see some nice photos. Permanent seat. The Pope is a member of Rotary. King Charles, lots of presidents.
How about Bill Gates? He's also a member.
I'm not sure. So we are more or less officially, we are a non-profit organization. That's how we are registered, also in Spain, also this club. Jeunesse will know that this is a lot of paperwork to be registered as a non-profit. But this is our status, but also all Rotary. So unofficially, we are of course business networking and mingling and using each other's network and contacts. Our club is supporting 2 projects. we are supporting, what is the name? Avoid.
Yeah.
Avoid is for kids with cancer. There's about 1,000 children in Andalusia who has cancer.
Yeah.
So they are not only supporting the children but also the parents.
Yeah.
And it's a very precious organization that we really feel, as many of us have children, that we want to support.
Mm.
And we have recently donated 7,000 euros for this organization.
Yeah.
So in all our gatherings, we are always in the pockets of all the people who's coming to fundraise, and with different raffles and auctions, etc. We are also supporting Help Africa, which is an organization I founded in 2009, and we have also donated lately 7,000 euros for that organization, and we are also been helping them when they came here last with all the children, and together with Aloha College, and we are very proud to partner with Aloha College with Help Africa also. So for those who don't know, Aloha College is a very big private school in New Andalusia in Aloha Hills. So a member of Rotary, I can say I've been a member since 2006 in Denmark, in Dubai and in Sweden. I was a member of Landskrona, Glumslöv. And for me it has been, I can definitely say, life-changing experience, as I have gotten friends in the entire world through Rotary. But also for my business has been super supportive. The charity in Uganda, Pierre is on his way down there. We're very happy for that. And we have also volunteers in the moment there. And if any of you have youth or parents who's retired, pensionists, whatever, encourage them please to be volunteering, because we love volunteers in Help Africa. And it is a very, very big experience for those who come, as we can give them, okay, maybe Oliver's here. Yeah? Oliver? Ja, hvad mangler du? Julie ved, hvor det er. Jeg vil ikke komme med. Ja, okay. Villa Plantiana, jeg sætter dig lige op. Ja, okay. Ja, Michael går lige op. Ja, rigtigt. Han går op og møder dig. Skal du ned på båden nu? Okay. Ja, Michael tager det med op. Five minutes. When we meet other clubs, we always exchange banners. So for those of you who have planned to travel, it could be great if you bring a banner, and then we get a banner from the other club. This is how we exchange banners, and you will know that when you visit another club, they will offer you whatever they can to support you or help you, or what do you need, or invite you for dinner.
Amazing.
It's an amazing experience. So while we're waiting for the blog, I think we could start introduce Dr. Sam, and he can start small talk until I have my.
Whenever it comes up, I can just put this up and just put it here, and everybody can.
Perfect.
Anyway, Kim, thank you for having
Welcome
me.
to Dr. Sam.
Thank you, everybody. Much pleasure to be here. I have been. I just open this for now. Everybody can, you know.
Yeah.
We have young adults here, so everybody has good eyes.
Oh, eyes is very good.
Yeah.
You know,
But then, as always, my wife has the smallest computer, so.
Men din den här.
Nej, du kan ta.
It's not too large, not good.
I wish I could love to that.
Few minutes, we have the adapter.
That's okay. She just forgot her password.
Okay. That I can update.
So, well, let me put it. I put it like this for now. It's a Dental Titan project we got in 2024. So we can start with that. Anyway, around. My name is Sam Mark. I have Iranian Persian parents, Swedish born, up in the north, Luleå.
That's north.
Yeah, that's north. Very, very cold during the winters. Very bright during the summers, with a lot of flies and blueberries. By the time I was 9 years old, we moved to Gothenburg, and then I was always thinking I wasn't the brightest at school at all, to be honest. So my grades were not very good, and my father said to me one day, "Sam, look, what you gonna do with your life?" And I said, "I have no idea what I'm gonna do." And he said, "Look, we are Persians or Iranians. It's doctor, dentist, lawyer. That's what you can choose."
You choose.
Yeah, you choose. So I said to him that I don't have grades for doctor, I don't have grades for lawyer, dentist, might work. He said, "Okay, well, it might work for you." My uncle was a dentist, so I thought, okay, well, let's see how he's doing. So I was with him a few months during the summer holidays, and finally, for some reasons, I started to do dentistry at Sahlgrenska University in Gothenburg. I wasn't the brightest at school and university at all, to be honest. Finished my 5 years with random degrees. And I usually say to David, because he asked me, "Dad, why a dentist?" It's this. I finished when I was 24 years old. And I thought for myself when I finished is that this is a horrible job to do. You wake up in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, you have your first patient, you dig into the mouth, and by the time you are dead tired of what you're doing, you still have to dig into the mouth by 6 o'clock. I hated it so much that you have no idea. Between 24 and 25, although I had my own clinic, because I was a little bit of an entrepreneur, so I thought for myself, I'm not going to work for anybody else, so I'll work for myself. By the time I was 25 years old, I thought, okay, Gothenburg is enough. I need to see the world a little bit, so I thought by then, it was very easy to move to UK, to London. And they have the NHS service there, so it was well paid. So by the time I was 25, I moved to London. I hated it even more. Traffic, the tube. It's just horrible. London is a horrible place to be. Worse now, back then even. And I worked in 12 square meters of room with a Jewish Persian guy. Oh my God. The worst combination. So then I was with Samira. Then I said to Samira, and my parents had lived here for the past long time, 20 years back then. So I said to her, let's move to Spain.
Yeah.
And she goes, Sam, look, I just working here, you know, in a law firm. Can we not? So I said, look, I can't, I just cannot stay here. Let's at least go close to the parents. Let's be in Spain, I said. So she said, okay, let's go. I found the man, looking a bit like you, Kim, Lars Kuhlberg, worked in Nerja, had a dental clinic. We moved to Fuengirola, stayed with my parents. Lars offered me 1,500 euros in salary to work.
At that time.
And I came from a very high salary in London, even though working very tough, to 1,500 euros. But that was the dream, and I was thinking, I will come to Spain, I have a small car, convertible, I go to the beach half day, I work a little bit. So I started to work with Lars.
Oh my God.
To make it short, that dream that I was thinking for myself, to work half time, I'm going to manage 1,500 euros. 20 years later, I have 6 dental clinics, so much responsibility on my shoulders. I don't know where I am at the moment. And without my wife, I wouldn't even be here I am today, to be honest. And I tried to inspire Damien. So how did I get to all of these things? I came to Spain and I thought for myself, okay, so Sam, you have 2 options. Either become really good in what you're doing or just let it go. But if you're gonna let it go, you have to start over again. You have to study something else that you think you want to do, and maybe that's not gonna be right for you. So I decided when I came to Spain, let's get really good at dentistry, be good at it, make it as a business also, and make money out of it. And when you have that, you can do whatever you want. That's how I went. From one clinic to the second, to the third, to the fourth, and that's where we are. Now, the helping part of helping children, whatever, I remember very good. When I was at school, when I was 18 years old or 17 years old, you could choose to have a few days voluntarily from school be sent somewhere to do something. I chose the cancer department for children in Sahlgrenska. I was 17 years old, and I came 3 days to the cancer department where children in Damien's age had cancer, final cancer. Then I thought for myself, helping is not bad. It can work. So it started to grow a little bit inside me. The first few years I was working as a dentist, nothing came along. But then I thought, okay, if you become good at it, you're making your money, it's a hard work, you adapt to it, actually giving something and receiving something back is going to make sure that you can survive in this kind of an environment. Because I don't know you guys what you are doing, but dealing with teeth every day, 8 hours a day, that is hard. That is hard. You're not only dealing with teeth, you're dealing with people, perceptions. Something is perfect, something is not perfect. You put the crown on, they can't eat on it, it's sensitive, it's this and that. Oh, there's so much you have to do around it. Before COVID, I said to my wife, Samira, I said, let's do something. We were here. She said, what's to do? Let's go to Peru. So we organized a team. We went to Peru for 2 weeks and we worked with some plastic surgeons and we did voluntarily for 2 weeks there. We treated everything from cancer patients there to malfunctions in the mouth, to extractions, cleft lips, and all of these things. And on top of that, what I did just not to become a normal dentist, I did so much studies and I did so much around me to become a very good surgeon. That's why I'm so confident in myself. Now, this growing, and Damien was born, I thought for myself, look, let's do something. By the time he was, I think, 5 years old, 3 years old, it's true, I brought him to the clinic. I have a clinic in Nueva Andalusia, so Damien was there in the clinic with me all the summers, speaking to my patients, hey, how are you? Checking teeth. By the time he was 5, he was already managing the pedal, polishing my teeth and everything.
Oh, wow.
And by the time he was 8, I think, last year, or maybe even 7, he watched a lot of YouTube. Then he goes and he says to me that, Sam, Daddy, I saw something on YouTube. There were some children in Africa. I said, yeah. That's interesting, Damien. What about it? He said, let's do something together. Let's go to Africa together.
Wow.
I said, do you want to go to Africa? He says, yeah, but it has to mean something. We have to do it together. I said, okay. Then I said, Damien, look, If we're going to go to Africa, we're not just going to go to Africa and say, hey, my name is Sam, my name is Damien, and that's it. Why don't we just create something to bring something and do it for the children that is going to bring more happiness to them, is going to be different. He said, Daddy, let's do a mascot. I said, okay.
I said clearly in a restaurant, because I was thinking about charities and all this stuff in school. I was thinking, let's do a charity. So then I have been working on it. We've been finding the exact mascot. We have been some professional logo designers.
Yeah, I will come to that now. I have it here. But you remember that day we sat in the car and I said, look, if we're going to have a mascot and we're going to bring it to Uganda, where are we going to bring it? We need to have a name for it.
Dental. I said dental, it sounds boring, and then titan, an amazing word.
That's it. That's how we come to dental titan. And I said, okay, let's go for dental because it's very, very boring. And then we have a titan after, which is going to be good. And this creature here coming, because I'm a big Marvel fan myself, Superman, Batman, I still love it. We have lots of those things in the clinic at home. I said, Damien, let's just create something which is going to look like one of those, but with a toothbrush in the hand. So we sat, so how am I changing these things now? Right and left. Yeah, okay, here we go.
You see why we need him in the Olympic Games?
Wow. How old are you? How old is he?
That's it. So what happened here is that I know from back in the time a girl called Zoe Martinini, which is one of the creators working for Ponte Romano and does everything for them. And Zoe is also a very good patient of mine. She's a very good designer. So we ended up with Zoe. You can sit here. So we ended up with Zoe, and I said to Zoe, Zoe, this is the purpose. Can you help us with that? So Zoe started to sketch for us.
Or her colleagues.
Or her colleagues as well, the dental titan. So we came along with the figure of dental titan, and when we had that, we printed caps, and we printed t-shirts, and then the Uganda project came along, because I work as a radio dentist in Talk Radio Europe. Now, one of the bosses of Talk Radio Europe, Nathan Martin, has every year an event in the Sala de Andalucía in Ponte Romano.
And this time, he came to our event for charity to go to Uganda. Yeah, and then we started to talk, and now I am in one of the Talk Radio Europe speeches.
Yeah, so David is working in Talk Radio Europe at the moment as well. So what happened is that on this charity with Nathan, which was in Sala Andalucía, there was a raffle. And one of these raffles was, who wants to be joined on a private yacht for the summer? Can you? So I said, okay, I bid for it. So I bid for it. And finally, when I bid for it, I won. Now, apparently, that is his boat. So that was Kim's boat. That's it. That's it. So when I contacted the people around the yacht, Kim went through. So I called Kim and I said, Kim, can we meet? And Kim came to the clinic, we sat down, and I said, Kim, look, this is what I have. What can we do? Kim said, let's do Uganda, Sam.
Yes.
Let's go to Uganda. And also on top of that, Damien goes to our college, and we had Uganda children there. Yeah. So I said, okay. So I thought it was a fantastic opportunity to use the dental titan with Damien, with Kim, go to Uganda.
Yeah.
And in my school, we had a whole big assembly of all of the kids in Uganda. They came, they did a show, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I want to check Uganda.
That's it.
You met all the kids again.
And Kim said, you go to Uganda, you will have to go back again. Now, the purpose perhaps of the dental titan would be to have a charity event and voluntarily work in different countries every year. But I have something else to add there. I think that if we start, and this is what I wanted to tell you as well, is that if we start doing something which is good for the society of a country, maybe there is no point of cutting it back. Maybe it's better just to continue where you are so you can see the results coming back, because it's a long process. It's not only doing it because of the fame and what you want to do, it's actually going back and see what's happening, and you get more related to what you have.
You have to do something.
You have to do something, yeah? Consistency, Damien, that's what you need to have.
You have to be resilient. You have to
That's
be
it,
resilient.
back and back and back, go, try.
Amazing
That's what
work.
you do. So we bought the tickets, and we said, let's go. Help Africa, Kampala. So we arrived, and your team came, picked us up. We had 150 kilos, and what did we do? We went to, we had charity events. We raised, we paid a lot of money from our own pockets, but that doesn't matter. But we raised 2,000 euros from a charity event we had in the clinic, and we went to Primark and
Bought a lot of stuff.
we bought glasses, shoes, slippers, hygiene products for women, caps,
some of my clothes that are
Damien's clothes. We bought a lot of stuff. We had 150 kilos. We brought the 150 kilos. Yeah, we brought the 150 kilos to Kampala with the help of Help Africa and the lovely women there, which is working with Kim. They picked us up. Next one, please. So we arrived. The first day when we arrived was very interesting because we arrived 7 o'clock in the morning. By 9 o'clock they wake us up. We stayed at the resort called Speaker, which was fantastic. Highly recommended. And they said, let's come to the compound. And when I came to the compound, if you guys came, I cannot understand how actually beautiful it was. Open space, good air, a lot of green. So there, the first day we started 3 children. What did we have? Plastic chairs, plastic tables.
Then we started, we put music, we did a lot of stuff to encourage them to come, and we said...
Because they were scared.
Yeah, and so when you're done, you will get a little prize, one of our caps or one of our t-shirts. And if we had a lot, we would give both of them, but we didn't have all the supply, so we brought 1 cap and 1 t-shirt for each one of them.
So every time they had something done with us, they got something.
They were really grateful.
They were very grateful.
That's nice.
So, and it's interesting because Damien met Latif and some friends which are from Aloha College. That's the first day, Help Africa compound. Next one, next day. This is the same, my wife was treating, we had a bit. That's all the dental titan teachers that we have.
Everybody.
That's everybody there on the compound there, actually. Yeah, next one. Shoot. So, next stop was Uganda Island. This is a very, very funny story, actually. This is the best part. Because they came in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and said, look guys, we're going to pick you up. Okay, and you probably know by now, which I didn't have any experience about, the buses, they have 2 in the front, 3 in the back, and 3 in the back. So we were already 1, 2, 3, my brother 4, and some more people. Okay, but by the time we were going there, we didn't realize that it's that far. It was 2 to 3 hours getting there. So we got there. Everybody happy in the morning, everything is very cool. We come to this island.
No, we don't go to the island first. We drop off at like a
Swan.
Like a swan kind of. It's
And
like
then take a
houses
boat?
we were at houses and buildings. We gave one boy, because he wanted to play with his family, a football.
Oh
They
yeah,
played.
we started off that.
Then
Yeah.
my dad got to try
Ribs.
pork?
Pork.
No, fried pork.
Barbecue pork. Yeah. To make the story short, we came there anyway to this Buiga island.
In canoes.
Which was very beautiful, Kim.
It was really nice.
It was very nice there,
We also went
absolutely.
on to the Booga Booga.
We treated a lot. I'm going to come back how many children we treated. But the funny story is, some people from your team were already there.
Yeah.
So they wanted to come back with us on the bus, going back to Kampala. Now, my brother, which was with us, he has a hip replacement since 2 years ago. So he cannot sit very much, he has to move a little bit. Short of air, short of water. We were 6 going in the bus, 10 going back. On the back, we hit the traffic. 3 hours become 5. Half an hour before we arrive, I think I saw my wife collapsing, and my brother, window down. I have to breathe.
It was hard to
This was very, very hard. Whereas your people in the back of the bus were laughing, having a good time. then I can see that moment I understood. The people there, they don't have any problems.
No.
They are problem free, Kim.
Yeah.
No worries.
They have no worries.
Just happy.
They have no enemies.
They have no enemies. No problem. It's like not being able to breathe is not a problem for them, Kim. There are no problems there. The problem is over the day to survive and eat and whatever. There are no problems
They
tomorrow.
have a place to sleep, something
That's
to
it.
eat.
That's
They're
it.
very
And
grateful
this
for what
gives
they
you.
have.
They're very grateful for what they have. Absolutely.
And
So-
in Boyiga Island, we have seen this little girl. She dips her hand in the water, and then one of these papaya plants were really sharp, so it cut her finger. Saw the flesh, saw almost the bone. Saw
So we stitched
really
that up.
bloody. No, we
And
did not stitch it up.
Uncle did.
I was going into the van or the bus. Then it hit me. Dad said, "Run and get some bandages to."
We have two doctors
So
there.
yeah. So then I started, "What's happening? What's happening?" A kid cut her finger, and now I was running
But then-
back.
but-
I gave it him disinfection spray, and then my uncle said, he said, "If you don't take this every single day, a finger can get amputated."
Yeah, but the funny part here is that the mommy had already one child on her,
Yeah.
one in her hand, and the poor girl very, very badly cut. It's not like she didn't care. It's just like life goes on. A little bit. You see my point?
They were like,
Which was good.
"Okay,
Which
you
is
can walk it off."
you can walk it up. Next one. So that's the second day. That's what we did. We had the children. Again, we treated a lot of children there. So the treatment of the children were actually not any fillings and stuff like this, but it was checking the teeth and checking teeth out. So we had lots of injections with us, of course, and antibiotics and painkillers and so on. Third day. Go. That's the second day as well, where we gave them a lot of toothbrushes and toothpaste, of course. That's the second day in the island. On the third day, we were in a boarding school, and I cannot believe, Kim, how disciplined the children are.
Yeah, they were working 24/7. They have to be like, they bring their own lunch. They have a really nice principal, and they have to work, and they are very disciplined.
They are
They start very early.
They start very early. The school was very, very good. Very, very nice children. That principal was very nice. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, this is one of the hardest days. That was a hard day. That I told him not to come, and I told her not to come as well. It was me and my brother, and the buses with children coming in didn't stop that day. It was coming and coming and coming. They were coming in the bus to have the treatments done. And one of the things that made me a little bit sad, but I can understand it. There was this kid coming with his father. They spoke half English.
I saw.
I told you about that. He maybe was 4 years old. He had a really, really bad tooth. And he was so scared, that kid. He was so, don't curse. He was so scared. So he came first with my brother. And he was crying so much, so my brother said, "No, I can't deal with you. It's like it's impossible to go with the injection. It goes to the eye, to the cheek, so like, there has to be some kind of a stability on the chest." So, coming back again with the daddy.
Dad says, "If you don't do it, we will have a talk."
We will have a talk.
We'll have a talk.
When he came to me, he was still crying, and then Dad held him like this and said, "If you don't do it, we will have a talk." And I thought, okay, I'm not going to get into that family matter at the moment, that situation. Still crying, it's like bad. So I thought for myself, I'm going to make this very clear. And I said to the daddy, "Look, if he doesn't want to have it done, he's crying like this, it's not going to work. There are so many other kids around here, just take him away." As I'm talking now. He took him away. And then I just looked back, and the kid was running, and the daddy was running to beat him up, really, you know. It's like
He took his slipper and started bam, bam, bam.
the dad beat the kid up, and I saw it. It's like, but the point with that is that the kid has very bad teeth. He's in pain all the time. There is no medication, antibiotics, painkillers. He's crying to his dad all the time. You have the golden opportunity to get rid of the pain. So I can understand the father. I beat the shit out of you, or you make this happen. So he took him, he beat him up, he took him back in the slums, and then he came back. And the kid was so scared when he came back the third time, so he didn't say anything. 2 injections in, I'm good at what I'm doing, bang the tooth out, and the daddy came to me and said, thank you. I understand that now, Kim. What else to do? What else to do? This is it. He lives in the slum. There was nothing there. What's there to do? They don't know many. They have nothing, zero, nothing. What's there to do? And this is free. Of course. That made me sad for the moment because I was thinking, can we do something like that to our children? But then in the circumstances, yes, we can.
You can do it.
Yeah. In those circumstances, if you are in that circumstance as a father or a mother or whatever, that's it. It has to be done.
He's frustrated.
He's frustrated. He doesn't have any money to take him to the dentist. You know what they told me? For a normal dental checkup and a clean in Kampala, it can cost you $50.
They made $1 a day.
It's even more expensive than coming to Fuengirola and having it clean done.
It's actually, true.
Sanita's dentist in Fuengirola takes 30 euros. Come on. And $50 there, of course.
Yeah.
So, I became very attached to a child there, which I was speaking to your people for us to adopt. His name was Mark, actually. So, but it didn't work. But we had, I think we did around 150 kids that day. The last day I was thinking, let's gather everybody together. So we had your team coming to Speke. We had a nice dinner in Speke all together there. You have a very nice team there, Kim.
Very nice to invite him in one of the most expensive places in Kampala.
But we had a great time there all together. You have a very nice team. They are very polite. They are very good. They look after us very good there. And the fact...
Excuse me, how long were you there for?
5 days.
Wow.
We were there 5 days, 4 working days, 550 children were treated.
Wow.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. And that Help Africa team, I must give you one thing. They had organized this very good, Kim. The organization was top.
I know.
Top, absolutely. All the kids were registered, they had things done, antibiotics giving out and so on. So, do we have anything more there? No, that's it. So, thank you so much for the Help Africa. So, I have an idea that I'm going to be back in Uganda next year with this fellow here.
Good to hear.
Absolutely. From the Rotary, we will organize. But for this year, we are going, if everybody can agree and we can do it together, it's a bigger voluntary charity event here to raise more money to do. Because I myself, with all my clinics, I have so many patients and are so happy to give in. But if the organization is larger, Help Africa, Dental Titan, more money is coming in, I'm more than happy to pay for all my flight tickets and my hotel for me and my wife, whatever. All the money we can get in, Primark, 1 glasses, €1, we can buy 1,000 of them and bring them there.
You have support from our club.
So that's what I would like to do. Yeah? Thank you, everybody.
Your son is amazing, by the way.
You have some questions?
Any questions? No,
Yes, I'm very curious to know.
Everyone is excited.
How old are you?
9.
9 is an excellent, really great job.
Specialize in orthodonty for the kids?
No, I'm really just a surgeon, really. So it's lip flap surgeries and
Anesthetics as well.
anesthetics,
Everything,
yeah. But most surgeries.
Oh, lovely.
Most surgeries.
So maxillofacial? Or?
That's it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So
Jaws.
you're not only a dentist. You're
I
No,
can also
yeah,
say
it's-
that maybe you don't know, but through through Daniel, we had Maria who already sponsored a child.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
Yes, he sponsored this
I saw it. That's great.
So thank you for that.
I think that there is a lot of
It would not
sponsors
have happened
needed.
if it was
I was
not
talking to my wife Samira and said that we should sponsor one also. It's like she says, yes, we will. Yes, Daniel.
Sam, did you bring all the medicine here from Spain?
I did.
Or
No, I did actually. I brought all the antibiotics, the painkillers, all the medication we needed, so we were fully equipped when we got there.
So you
And
got any special
License.
No, but Help Africa
through
helped.
customs and everything?
No, but we did, so I don't know Kim, that's the point. We didn't get any problem through the customs. Yeah. No problem
Kim knows
whatsoever.
his whereabouts. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
It was fixed.
Everything
was
was
fixed.
fixed.
The funny thing is we had 5 big 30-kilo bags wrapped in. So when we came to the customs, to the passport control first, we were delayed very much. By the time we come through, there is this guy who says, "Mark," I said, "That's me." I said, "Let's go." maybe it was fixed. I don't know.
The CEO of the airport is a Rotary.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Everything, yes, it makes life.
And the head of immigration. So.
Yeah.
Incredible. Well
But
done.
this is very interesting because I know that lots of these African countries do need support. You can't help all of them, of course.
No.
It's impossible to do. But if you can find one place and do, that's more than you can do.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
No?
Beautiful experience. Yes.
I think so.
Exactly what we do in Help Africa. It sounds like Help Africa, but we are only focused
In Uganda.
in Kampala,
Yeah.
not out in the districts or anywhere else. There's a lot of need there. But we are focused exactly where we are.
Yeah.
In
And you're
Katanga and Boyika.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well done.
And those are nice places actually. Very nice. But that's
Here is going to Boyika, so you will.
You will like it there. You will like it there.
Amazing.
Thank you very much,
so much.
everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Kim, one question for you. How long did it take you to make your charity?
Oh, it's 15 years ago, and I was privileged that I had someone who did all the paperwork, because I'm allergic to paper.
And how did you start it? How did you think about it?
When in Denmark there was a football tournament called Dana Cup, which is one of the biggest football tournaments for youth and kids. I read in the newspaper. This was the old days where we had newspapers, local newspaper. I read in the newspaper there was a team from Uganda who won all their matches under 17, and there were only 9 players. So it was like a sensation how they could win all these matches. Then I had a big mansion and a limousine. And I was thinking, let me give these boys, because I could squeeze them in the limousine. I will drive them to my mansion, they will see our horses, and we will give them a super nice treat. And then I of course was curious to hear about who are they. They told, the coach was there and the director said, yeah, but they are street boys from Kampala. I said, yeah, of course everyone can say so, you know. But I had an idea that they were probably right, because I asked them, why only 9 players? Because we could not fundraise enough money for a whole team. So I believe they were probably poor, since they were not bringing. But they invited me. They said, but you can come and visit us and see where we play football. And it was in a very dusty field. And they took me to Katanga. And they showed me, like you have seen, where they lived. And one boy that is coming actually next month he just got his visa 2 days ago. Yahya. He was the first boy I met, and he lived in a taxi bench. Abounded 9 years old, exactly like you. And he was watching the goats in his family in the village, and some of the goats got stolen, 2 goats, because he falls asleep, 9 years old, in the night.
Mm.
So I got this story, and then the parents has decided that he was bewitched. So if they sacrifice him, there will be no more ghost story.
Mm.
They believe that in their uncivilized culture. So they tied him to a chair in the night, and the brothers cut him loose. And he escaped on a truck and landed in this taxi bench in Kampala, collecting scrap to make his living or surviving. But this boy with this big smile was the first boy I met beside the football team. And when I heard his story, I interviewed him on YouTube. It's still on YouTube. I asked this boy, exactly like you told me, Dr. Sam, they don't have problems. It was, I could not, he was, I asked him, now when you live in this taxi bench, what do you do when it starts raining? He put his big smile on, he said, I climb under the bench. Okay, but it gets cold, what do you do then? When the taxi buses are parking, I climb under the engine to heat me. I said, but it gets cold. I take another bus. Are you stupid or what?
You find solutions for everything.
Whatever. And then I filmed and say, what is your dream? I want to be the best football player in the world. I said, great. And I filmed, he has one shoe that was without lashes, but somehow he had it on. And I said, but you have only one shoe. How are you going to be the best footballer in the world? He said, the one I'm shooting with, he says. It's all right. Where's the other one? My friend has it. He's a left shooter.
That's a good one.
I was like, he said, okay. But if you're going to be the best football player in the world, you'll be so rich, you'll make so much money. Put his smile on and say, yeah, what are you going to do with all that money? And he was thinking a little bit. He said, I think I want to go and buy 2 goats. Maybe I can come back to my family. Slum.
Oh.
And he's now graduated this year, 24 years old, from university. And I've been dreaming about since that day, I could bring him to Europe and take him around. Example, if you do an event in the clinic or whatever, he can come and tell his story.
Oh, for sure.
So he's coming with Sharifa that I met 12 years old, who was going to be married over here.
Did he ever meet the parents again?
Yes, when he graduated high school, suddenly they showed up, proudly. And he had a meeting and sitting with them. But in the meantime, we had found a foster mother. Sarah to him, and she's been raising him ever since. And when he met the parents, he said, "You're not my parents, only by blood. Mama Sarah is my mama." So, but he's so well spoken. His CV is like this. He's in politics. He's a public speaker. He's recruited 32 members to his Rotary club. And he is now an official representative of Rotary Uganda when he's coming on his Europe tour. So they have supported with a letter to get his visa. And we as a club has invited him. So Sharifa is invited again by Aloha College, very easy. And Aloha College is actually now 9 members. Is now on their way in a couple of days to Uganda.
Nice.
So that's the story. But I can tell the story, but get the guys here to tell the story. That's another thing. So Sharifa and him is going on a 2-month tour to Denmark, Sweden, Germany, France. yeah, we are actually only now when we got the last visa we start planning it. And they are of course representing our club, and some of the money we just fundraised is going to cover some of the costs. So thank you for the question, Devon, but that's how it started, because I told Yahara, I will make sure you come to school. I made a YouTube video to my network, and immediately a guy called Eric said, I want to sponsor this child. And then I said, wow, let me bring in some more. And I told Yahara, if you become a role model, a leader, if you take leadership, if you make me proud, I can use your story to bring even more children to school. And that's about nearly 400 children I go. So, and he definitely made me proud, and he's still making me proud. So I look forward to have them to speak here, and I look forward to send them around, because we want them to speak in all schools, universities, clubs, wherever they can speak. Great awareness of education. So, and sponsorship. We are nearly at the end. I appreciate a lot that you came. We are not that many today, I'm sorry, but most of our members is traveling. But I can assure you, us who is here have enjoyed the story.
Absolutely.
And I think I talk on everyone's behalf when we are thinking, is this boy only 9?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Amazing.
This is confidence, you know. It's this is the future of the next generations and the country. I feel safe. So
yeah, well, I was telling my wife many times, you know, why we only have one? It's, she's blocking it, you know. It's like, you know.
yeah. So thank you for coming, and we look forward to see you on our Olympic Day if you buy time, and to support you in whatever we can. We are ready. And we have lots of hands, so tell us what to do. We are organizing a trip again beginning of November for those who want to join to Uganda. You are joining, and we will invite everyone who want to join us to come and to see something authentic. I can say authentic, because it's not something normal tourists will go for in Uganda. They will drive very far to see the silverback gorillas. Or go to the nice hotels. I will end this meeting.
You know the dates already? No.
Huh?
You know the dates? No, just roughly beginning of November.
In the moment, I have marked, I think it was 2nd, 3rd November, and 1 week ahead. So I have several who's requesting when we are going next. If anyone want to go before, like Pierre, don't worry, or like you, our team will take good care of you. And they will meet you in the airport. So our next general meeting is in September. August is free. Yeah. So we only have one social gathering, 3rd of August. And then our next is the first Thursday in September.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And those who want can go to the bar and have a drink and mingle before we go home.
Thank you.
Yes. Hvor er det nu? De er ikke landet endnu?
Nej.